Hello there, and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. So we have entered kind of this series that I have started for yoga for different sports, and today we are going to be focusing on stretches for golfers. That does not mean that you can't partake if you're not a golfer. That just means that I've chosen some particular stretches that are impactful in the golfer's game. So to help prevent injuries, to give you the best performance, to enhance your performance. Now, this is not a guarantee that you're going to hit par golf or better. This is just a guarantee that I will do my best to give you great stretches that will help you along the way to minimize aches and pains, to keep you loose, to let that swing just be pain-free as possible. So the after effects of golf, because it is very one-sided, we can really kind of overuse that one side of our body. So it's very important that we stay strong and we stay balanced. So that's what it's all about, my friends. I hope this helps. I hope you love it. I hope you keep coming back and do it as often as possible. And I hope your golf game is amazing. So to start, cross-legged position if that's comfortable enough for you. If it is not, find a seated position that works for you. We're going to bring the hands to the shins, just below the knees. We're going to take a big breath in and press the chest forward, arching your back. Gaze to the sky. As you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. We inhale and press it through, arching the back. Gaze to the sky. So we're articulating those vertebrae one at a time, moving at your pace. That exhale is where we hollow our seated cat and cow. Let's do that one more time. So as we learn to articulate those vertebrae one at a time, it helps to create space between the vertebrae, to keep those discs happy and healthy, and to keep the spine limber. And we come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, reach it out. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head. So see in those hips, feel in those hips, letting go of tension in those hips. Nice big deep breath, feeling that release of tension in the lower back. We inhale and lift just slightly and walk our hands to the right, reaching through the left fingertips as far as you can reach and relaxing the weight of the head. Just that nice long stretch all the way down that left side. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back to center. And now over to the left. Reach your right fingertips as far as you can reach. Relax the weight of your head. Pressing that right hip, that right sit bone towards the mat. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through to center. Fingertips reach out as far as you can reach. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms overhead as you reach up nice and tall. Exhale and release that right hand to the floor, left arm up and over. Now as you come over, keep that left sit bone pressing towards the floor. Now press that right palm into the mat as you lift the left side of the rib cage, creating space between each of the ribs. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, release that left hand, right arm up and over, pressing that right sit bone towards the mat. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Now give a little push with that left hand and lift the right side of your rib cage. How's your breath? So we're stretching all those intercostal muscles between each rib. We are getting length and creating space. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. As you exhale, turn to the right. Bring that left hand to the top of the right thigh, right hand behind you to the floor. Lengthen through the crown of the head and take your gaze out over that back shoulder. So the spine does not stop at the shoulders, right? That spine continues all the way up through the cervical spine to the base of the head. So we want to work to keep that entire spine limber. Space between each of the vertebrae. Keeping pressure off of those discs. So sitting up as tall as we can, promoting good posture, rotation. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you to the floor, lengthen through the crown of the head. Really important we get that length through the crown of the head. all the way through the spine before we deepen that twist. Taking your gaze out over that back shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. Exhale and release your hands to the outsides of your hips. Spine nice and tall, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Just feel that stretch. Start at the base of the head and travel all the way down your spine. We roll the head to the right, right ear over the right shoulder. Just a nice long stretch to the left side of your neck. Now we're going to gently press both palms towards the floor while you keep the length in your spine. It's not necessary to press those palms to the mat and touch them, but I want you to feel that sensation of pressing towards the mat. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. That was easy for me to say, huh? And as you exhale, roll the head to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder. So again, creating space, that length, that stretch all the way down the right side of the neck. We press those palms towards the floor. Again, not necessary that they need to touch the mat. I just want you to feel that reach, that length of the spine and that length of the arms as you're pressing towards the ground. As you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. And inhale, head up nice and tall. Let's turn and flow forward, over up to the top of the mat. We come to tabletop. Core is nice and strong. Breathe. Take a big breath in and extend. Left arm and right leg. Squaring the hips, lifting out of that right shoulder. Find your breath. Spinal balance. So not only are we lengthening through the fingertips and the toes, we're working to square our hips. We're strengthening our belly. We are getting stronger through the hamstrings and the glutes. We are lifting out of the shoulder and getting stronger through the shoulders. We are creating balance and symmetry as best we can in our bodies. Release it down. Center your weight. Core strong. Other side. Reach it out. Right arm, left leg. Square your hips. Lift out of that left shoulder and reach through the fingertips. So balance. Coordination. Muscles working in tandem together. And release. Sit it back to child's pose. Extend the arms out nice and long. Relax the wing of the head. And soften your face. So child's pose, great for stretching the quadriceps, the front of the legs. Wonderful at releasing tension in that lower back and the shoulders and neck. Just a nice place to catch your breath. And let gravity do the work for us. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. And we're going to come to our downward facing dog. We're not going to spend a ton of time in down dog, although down dog is an amazing pose. For strength, for flexibility, to get that blood flowing, to get that nice stretch down the backs of the legs. Strength and power in the shoulders. We shift our weight to our left foot. Right toes are going to reach up. And as you exhale, sweep your right foot through between your hands. Now, this doesn't have to be pretty, guys. So just get that right foot to the mat. And then you can use your hand to draw it forward if you need to. Releasing that back knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat. And we're going to lift the chest. Coming up to create two 90-degree bends with our legs. This is not a humongous stretch, but it's pretty important that we find those 90-degree bends with the legs. So we're not super far forward yet. This is 90 degrees. We're going to focus on our psoas muscle. So this is a muscle that is within the hip joint that is responsible for a lot of our gait, a lot of our balance, a lot of our strength. So you're going to tuck the pelvis. So squeeze your buns and draw that pelvis under. So I want you to visualize your pelvis is a bowl. Okay, here's the front of the bowl, here's the back of the bowl. We want to try and spill out the back of the bowl, drawing that belly button in. Now with that 90 degrees and that pelvic tilt, you should feel a nice stretch going on through the front of that left leg. If you don't feel it, that just means you're not super tight, which is a good thing. And breathe. So just rest your hands wherever you like. Now release that intensity and take a giant step forward with that right foot. And now we're going to lean in. Now if you're just keeping your foot on your mat, you can always bring a little step forward and a slide back with that leg. So we just now want to have that right knee over the ankle or behind it, just so long as your knee isn't out over in front of those toes. Chest is tall. We're pressing forward and stretching through those hip flexors. We're still strong through the belly so that we're not letting the lower back take the load. Extend, left arm out, lift it high, and arch it back. A little or a lot. And as you exhale, a little lean to the right. Breathe. And inhale back to center. We rise, placing that left hand to the inside of that right foot. Back knee can remain on the mat or tuck your toes and lift that back knee. We rotate and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Lengthen out of the shoulder. Up through the tips of your fingers. Now you can choose to stay right here. Or if you want to join me for a little strength challenge here, balance challenge, we're going to press and we're going to rise. Keeping that rotation. Arms open out to a T. Breathe. We're going to meet back where you are if you've chosen not to come up. Slowly release that left hand down. Right arm to the sky. Exhale, slowly release that right hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and give your leg a little shake. And as you exhale, we're going to sweep that right knee through. Foot to the inside. We come to pigeon pose. Sitting up nice and tall. If your lower back does not love this, bring your hands forward. If your knee does not love this, come over onto your right hip and draw that back leg in. More like a letter Z, if you will. Otherwise, nice and tall. Breathe. And we slowly walk those hands forward. Either fully extending those arms or stacking the hands. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Just nice big deep breaths. So the job here is to let gravity take a hold and to allow your body to just relax into this pose. Now, as I say that, to relax into the pose, your body might be fighting you. Try and relax as best you can. Those breaths, those big exhales, are what are going to help let go. Don't force it, don't bounce. Let it happen. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. We're going to tuck the back toes, and we're going to lift that right knee right by the tummy or by the chest, and we're holding our plank position. So lifting out of the shoulders, we're strong through the belly. We're firing up every muscle in the body. Now step that right foot back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Between the hands. So again, we might get part of the way, and we use that left hand to help bring it all the way in. Bringing those hands to either side of your foot. We pull that right knee in underneath our hip. We lift the chest and place our hands to the top of that left thigh. So 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Nice and tall with the chest. Relax the shoulders. Here we go with that psoas stretch. So we're trying to feel a nice stretch right in the front of the hip. So we squeeze our buns, and again, we're trying to spill out the back of the bowl. Remember, this is the back of the bowl. This is the front of the bowl. We don't want to spill the front. We want to spill out the back. And that deep stretch, the more you squeeze, the more you tip that pelvis, the deeper you're going to get that stretch. Can you feel your strength in your core? Breathe. And gently release. Take a big step forward or a little step forward, and then slide that leg back. So depending upon where you are on your mat, either a big step forward or a little step and a slide. We sit up nice and tall. Hands resting on the thigh. Extend right arm out. Lift it high. Now we're stretching those hip flexors. All that muscle group right down the front of that right leg. The quadriceps. As you exhale, gently lean to the left, a little or a lot. This is going to deepen that stretch. Challenge us a little bit more. Inhale back to center and rise, releasing that right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend left arm to the sky. Now we can keep that back knee down, or you can tuck your toes and lift that back knee. Entirely up to you. We work to stack our shoulders, to stack our arms, to open the chest and reach as far as you can reach. Now again, you can stay right here. Or if you like, a little challenge for balance, flexibility, strength. We give a little push with that right hand as we rise, keeping that rotation. Breathe. Again, we'll meet you back. If you've chosen not to come up, it is absolutely fine. Slowly releasing that right hand back to the inside of your foot. Left arm extends to the sky. Exhale, slowly releasing that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. We're going to lift and we're going to pull that left knee in. So in our plank position, with that knee tucked in, core strong, draw that belly button in and up. And extend that left leg back. Lift your hips to down dog. Holding that down dog and just gently alternate bending knees. So just checking in. We haven't spent a whole lot of time here in down dog. Noticing if you're feeling pressure, tension, resistance down the back of the legs. If you have tight hamstrings, that is going to come into play for your back. Tight hamstrings generally equals a tight lower back. We want to lengthen those hamstrings. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And relax the weight of the upper body down. Bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. Let those arms be heavy, but keep a hold of those elbows. Feel that length and gently sway side to side. Nice big deep breaths. We come back to center. Relax the arms. And ever so slowly, roll it up. Ragdoll. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Take your gaze to the sky. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, left arm up, right arm down, lean in and reach. Standing lateral flexion. Inhale, both arms come up. As you exhale, take a big circle with those arms to the back. Big as you can. All the way up tall, overhead. And now, circle them forward. Big circle. Big as you can make it. Mobility through those shoulders, guys. Super important for you. And pull those hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Relax the weight of the upper body. Find your breath. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Now we're going to take this as slow as we can to crocodile down. So generally speaking, you probably don't have to be super, super, super strong, but being strong never hurts. And these planks, these crocodiles are amazing. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Breathe. Just a couple nice good breaths here. As you're ready, walk your hands up. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Legs out long, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. A little tuck of the chin towards the chest. Just do your very best to surrender into this pose. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, close your eyes, and slowly roll yourself back. Take your time, keep that belly button drawn in. See if you can touch each vertebra individually, and relax. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Right arm extends out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body, keeping both shoulders on the floor, best you can. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. And then just close your eyes and breathe. The softness in your eyes, your jaw, a depth in each breath. Those exhales help them to carry away any tension that you might be holding in your back, your hips, your shoulders, or your neck. Releasing a hand, rolling it back to center. Extending right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. Little external rotation through that hip. Reach out through the toes and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T. Right hand to the outside of the left knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Turn your gaze out over that left arm. Find your breath. Close your eyes. Visualize your perfect day on the course. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. Little external rotation through your hip. Reach out to the toes and slowly lower the leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Breathe. We bring the hands to the tummy. One hand just below the belly button, one just below the sternum. And you're going to close your eyes, and just for a moment, we're going to check in, and we're going to let go. We're going to quiet our body, and we're going to let our body assimilate all of the stretches, all of the poses that we have put into our work today. Each breath, the awareness is drawn through the different parts of our bodies, beginning at the crown of the head and just gently traveling through the face, down to the neck, into the shoulders, letting go of tension and tightness. Arms are heavy, hands are heavy. Aware of each breath you take. That gentle release through the belly, through the hips, down through the legs, and out to the tips of the toes. Feeling safe, well, whole, calm, strong. We gently draw one knee in towards the chest, and then the other. Hands to the shins just below your knees. Rock it up, or come up safely. We turn to face front. Coming to a cross-legged position, we rest our hands comfortably. Sitting up nice and tall, close your eyes. 3 really nice deep breaths. Staying calm. Taking it one shot at a time. One hole at a time. Sending that calming energy to every part of your being, mind, body, and spirit. Let's gently open the eyes, pull the hands to heart center. My wish for you all is a wonderful, safe, healthy day, the best round of golf you've played in a very long time, and I wish for you to come back time and time again. Be well, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and until the next time, namaste.